Last Monday, police who had come to arrest Brian Wandera failed to find him at home and instead picked his father, Pius Wandera, his mother, and 4 siblings from their residence in Chireka, Kamuli Zone A, in Chira Municipality, Wakiso District. Police said the family members were taken to help investigators to get more information on Brian Wandera's whereabouts. Brian Wandera is a suspected robber. The family was later released on police bond after 4 days, well beyond the stipulated 48 hours a suspect is required to be in police custody. But lawyers now say this increasingly common practice of rounding up family members of suspects or their associates is not only morally wrong, but illegal.
Maybe if you want to arrest them because they are accessories after the fact, someone commits a crime and then they may aid that person in running away or escaping from the clutches of justice. You have to pick them up on the clear ground that we are arresting you because you are party to the other crime. You can't simply pick them up because you think, well, they might lead us to the primary suspect or they might tell him something that might lead him to run away. That is again unconstitutional. It has to be clear.
There is a growing trend and practice by security agencies and police to arrest people on the basis of associating with suspects. If they are looking for a particular suspect, they look at all the associates. And usually they look these associates by what they go to the call data records. They just look at who the person has been calling or the phones have been received. Doesn't matter what you've been talking about, because mainly when they get the call data records, they don't go through the voice to see whether what these people are discussing. Whether you were a business associate, whether you were a special hire driver for this person, they will arrest you on the basis of the call data records. This is unlawful and eventually unfruitful practice, because in our laws, criminal liability is personal, it's not by association. At the end of the day, even if you are charging 100 people, you have to lead evidence and prove the case against each one of them individually.
For his part, police spokesperson for Kampala Metropolitan Area, Patrick Onyango, says the force acts in such a manner to rule out conspiracy to commit a felony by family members or their associates.
If they are not cooperating, we have to use another means to see that they comply with our directive. There's a conspiracy. They knew that their son was using the number plate of their vehicle to commit a crime. Of course, there is an offense there of conspiracy to commit a felony. Did you charge them? The investigation is still ongoing. We are still looking for Brian. Are they not on police bond?
Asked about the 48-hour holding mandate that is frequently flouted by police, Onyango said,
"We can't just release suspects before getting the evidence we need from them. We have to do things professionally."
What I would advise police to do is, one, not to go ahead by breaking further laws, because they're opening themselves up to litigation.
Meanwhile, the suspect Brian Wandera is still on the run, but his namesake, Brian Alfred Wandera, a local councillor of Machinje Division in Kampala, is living in fear.
The officer who stopped me on the way was mistaking me to be the other Brian that they are looking for. Of course, I was scared because when I watched on YouTube, this incident involved issues of gunshots and stuff like that. So I was scared for my life. And actually, even my parents, my brothers, sisters, they're all worried. So I had to go to the police.
We appeal to members of the public not to fear him, not to shun him, and his voters should not think that he's a wrong person. He's not a criminal.
Brian Wandera is suspected to have swapped his father's car number plate with his personal car and used it in a robbery. Edward Mhumza, NTV.